Well, we have another business owner, a woman business owner, who is in the business of dogs in a very unusual aspect of the industry. Her name is Alissa Cruz, and she's owner and president, founder of D-Pet Hotels.
Yes.
And you can find that on dpethotels.com. But we'd like to welcome Alissa Cruz to our studio.
Thank you, ladies, for having
Alissa,
me.
tell us why you got started.
It was all because of Twix and Snickers.
No.
Okay, why?
I swear.
Right.
Twix is my Chihuahua. Snickers is my miniature pincher. And they are my life and my world. And I used to travel so much in my previous career that I hated boarding my dogs. Absolutely despised it. They were rescues, so having them put in like either that cage scenario or back in a kennel just stressed me out beyond belief. So I opened D-Pet Hotels out of my own selfish need.
Now, spell that if you would. Is it initial D?
Yes.
Is there a hyphen or anything?
Nope, it's just D, and D stands for Distinguished Dog.
Ah,
I like that.
D-Pet or
Well,
dog
now,
pet.
I know what you mean. Leaving them there in the cages is awful. And they're
But you
all
don't
over
have
them.
cages.
No.
So tell us
we
how
are an
you made
all-suite
it.
boarding hotel.
How did you make it different? Describe your concept. And
Well,
the
one of
idea.
the unique aspects of D-Pet Hotels and what I found was not able to find anywhere across the United States, whether it was in Florida or California, Hawaii, and Arizona, and New York City, is most kennels or boarding facilities have that traditional kennel aspect where they just kind of confine the dogs. They might take them out for a bit or two and call it a day. Well, I have my dog sleep in my bed with me. I'm sure you probably might have your dog sleep in bed with you too. So the idea of not having my dogs in a familiar environment absolutely made me more stressful when I would have to leave them any type of boarding situation.
Just like a child, of course.
Exactly. So the D-Pet Hotel was born from the idea of I like to stay in fancy modern hotels. That's what my dogs are used to. So why can't they have that when they're in their home away from home?
Wow.
So what is it like for a dog when they come to the D-Pet Hotel?
It's tons of fun. The most important thing that we have is full access to the owners. So no matter when the owners want to come by during our operating hours, they're able to see their dogs playing in daycare. So when they come to spend the night with us, they play all day long in daycare. And an important thing with us is we have a park for little dogs and a park for big dogs.
That's nice.
Because I'm sure your last apps is not going to play the same as
the
a
big
crazy
dogs.
boxer.
That's right. That's right. And they're intimidated, I find. Or sometimes they fake it like they're, the alpha dog, but I can tell they could get pounced upon. Yeah.
Exactly. So we have two separate huge parks in our 6,000 square foot indoor dog park area.
And where is this located?
We're in Hollywood. We're on the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Highland Avenue.
Oh.
So they get to play all day long with dogs of their size and their temperament. And at night, they go to their own private suite. So
Their own suite?
Their own suite.
What is it like?
We run every option from our standard suite, which has a 4-foot by 9-foot room with a Coranda doggy bed and a flat screen TV. Everything is glass doors and rooms. We have no cages and nothing that would kind of make them feel kind of
Claustrophobic.
Exactly,
and,
claustrophobic. And then we have our sensational suite that has a proper twin-size bed and is like a little bedroom with nightstands and flat-screen TVs. And then our Uber suite has our proper queen-size bed. So we wanted to mimic the home environment as much as possible so they don't feel stressed out when their parents have to leave them behind.
When people bring their dogs, do they sometimes bring things with them, like a blanket or toys?
Absolutely, and we encourage it because we want the dogs to have the familiar smells and scents at home. I know my girls have their favorite bed. That is their thing. They will sleep on top of each other in one tiny corner. So even though they're staying in our Uber suite when they come stay at our D-Pet hotels, I still put the bed in there. And that's what makes them feel, okay, these are things that they're used to at home.
That's fantastic, and what a great idea! I mean, I bet sometimes the human owners want to stay with the dogs. It's so nice.
And it's funny. Most people will come and look at our sensational Uber suites and say, "Oh my God, this is actually a bigger bedroom than my bedroom I have at home."
Well, we're talking to Alissa Cruz, who's the owner and founder of D-Pet Hotels. So we will be right back to continue that discussion.
And this is Unfinished Business. We're going to be right back to talk more about pets and specifically about D-Pet Hotels on KFWB News Talk 980. We're talking about the dog business, and we're interviewing Alissa Cruz, who owns a organization company called DeepPetHotels.com, a great high-end place for your pets to stay where they're in actual rooms with beds, not in cages, and they get treated pretty royally, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the price. You were telling us they actually get a bedroom, and there is a range from kind of the basic to the Uber.
Yeah. And that's the unique thing about us. Even at our standard suite, which is our entry level, it's still a 4-foot by 9-foot glorious room with a Coranda bed and flat screen TV, and of course full access to daycare all day long, so they're not cooped up. We're competitively priced. We are the exact same price as all the other competition out there that might be a standard boarding facility.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's the biggest thing for us is we still want to give that amazing luxury, and we can go that high. Trust me, we have some suites.
Can you give me an idea of what the range of dollars would be?
Yeah, our standard suite is $65, and that includes all day play and daycare. So it's not like the daycare aspect is separate. They're playing all day long, and then they go to their own private suite. And then it ranges all the way up to over $220 a night for our double Uber suite.
That's pretty good. I mean, 65 is pretty reasonable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not bad. And they get to play as well as have a nice place to sleep.
Exactly. And that's super important.
A good deal. Now,
for a
what
dog
about
hotel.
Yeah, the dog hotel, right. What about picking up the dogs, too? Do you offer any special services to come and pick them up?
We have our D chauffeur, and being in Hollywood, we have a lot of clientele that are in the media industry or the music industry or the movie industry, whatever it may be, in production. So they work crazy long, as you could probably experience as well, all different types of hours. So, I mean, the most important thing that they count on us for is they know that we're there for them anytime, whether it's picking up their dog, driving them home at the end of daycare. So they know that even though they've been working for 14 hours, their dog got to play with us all day long, gets dropped off at home, nice and exhausted.
That's great, Alissa. Now, tell us, how long have you been doing this business?
We have been open now 4.5 years, so we opened in 2008.
Right in the middle of the recession?
That's what my mom said.
Wow.
Well, did the recession affect your business negatively?
Believe it or not, it did not. And that is one of the things, of course, whenever you're opening up a new venture, you always have those jitterbugs. But we were so confident. I mean, this is such a passion I've had. It's been in the making now. My dogs are 11 years old. So it's been in the making now for 11 years. And it was one of those things that when it comes to family, and especially dogs that are unbelievable members of the family, you will not skimp on your dog, knowing that they're taken care of, they're in the best possible situation, and you will go above and beyond to make sure that that's taken care of.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's that anthropomorphizing the dogs and treating them the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Now, I'm curious about the cars. Does that mean it extends to kind of Hollywood cars, Bentleys and Porsches?
Bentley, Porsche, Lamborghini. We have access to private jets. I mean, one big thing being Deep Pet Hotels is we want to have the absolute amount of luxury that any owner could possibly ask for, and we'll never turn them away. We will find a way to get it. We have actually a client now who just flew in from Florida. He's here for the week. She has a very unique dog who is a little white Maltese who has special hair coloring from Europe. So,
oh my goodness, hair coloring for the dog.
Hair coloring. It gets a little pink poof at the top of the tail. So we did not carry it here in Los Angeles. So I had to literally overnight it within 24 hours so we can make sure that the dog's hair goes home pink tomorrow.
My goodness.
So tell us, Alissa, do you have other locations?
We actually have begun franchising, and it's pretty exciting. I mean, one thing about Deep Pet Hotels is this is a brand that has been developed now for 4 years and has never really been done before. We're the by far most luxurious franchise out there, especially when it comes to dog boarding and hotels. So New York City will be opening in September, which is spectacular.
Where in New York?
It is in Chelsea. It is an unbelievable 10,000 square feet.
Oh,
and
wow.
10,000 square feet in the middle of Manhattan is pretty darn spectacular.
Yeah.
So that is going to be opening up in September, and then in Scottsdale opening up August 15th. So it's pretty exciting.
Are you by any chance right next to another big human hotel right in New York so people can bring their dogs and have them stay next door?
That's a good question. There's tons of new hotels all over New York. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but I know there's it's right next to the Food Network studios. Yeah. It's next to MTV studios. So you're going to have a lot of pull from all those.
Smart. I think the entertainment business is really your sweet spot. I think
absolutely.
They work hard. They work long hours, and you're right. Especially if I had one experience where my dog was being boarded while I was doing something, and I was in a meeting. I didn't want to leave. I wish I could have called them and said, could you, bring the dogs to me?
Oh, sure.
And it would have been wonderful. It sounds like you cater to things like that.
Absolutely. And I think with myself being such a frustrated dog owner for so many years, always having that angst in my belly every time I left my babies, is not only do we want to take amazing care of our doggies, but take amazing care of the parents too. Yeah. Because the dogs love it. Yeah. They're happy-go-lucky. It's the parents that are having nervous breakdowns. Right. So my biggest thing is I'm always emailing them pictures so they can see their dogs interacting with other dogs.
Oh, that's sweet. So you really think of them as parents. Do you call them totally. Clients?
No, they're parents.
So it's like, so my Pudge's mom.
Your Pudge's mom, exactly.
I got it. Okay, I like that.
We have, it sounds like this could be a reality TV show.
Oh, goodness. The day we opened, they approached us.
Really?
Yes. We have an amazing public relations firm, Envious PR, and he has had an amazing back history in the Hollywood world. And the day we opened, they were knocking on his door.
But you don't want to do
I'll respectfully pass.
Yeah, really, because you want to keep everybody's privacy.
I mean, our parents are the most important to us, and especially the health and safety of the doggy. So we want everyone to feel comfortable and confident and know that this is their haven, and we're going to love and obsess over their dogs just like they do.
Well, you must have some celebrity clients, and I know you can't tell us who they are, but are there any quirky things with dogs besides the pink poopy tail?
I mean, we believe it or not, we have a lot of dogs who are on ridiculous special diets. I mean, I have a diabetic dog, so she has to be on a complete different diet regimen than a normal dog. We have dogs that are on raw food diets. We have dogs that we have to cook them chicken and rice every night. We have 2 full kitchens, so it is a full service hotel.
I think you should have called this hotel for lucky dogs. I've met a lot of lucky dogs in my life, but it sounds like yours are the luckiest.
Oh, and it's so much fun. I will tell you, I've in my past history, I've worked on the more people side, and there is nothing more exciting than the dogs walking in through your door and they run it right into my arms.
They're happy to be there.
Oh, they're so excited.
That does make you feel good, especially when you're dropping them off. If you're going to go to New York for, a few days or something, you want to know that they're having a great time. Exactly. It must hurt, though, when you pick them up and they don't want to come home.
We have those situations, and it just literally makes us tear up. And the parents it makes their day because they know that we're not only catering to the parent, and the dog knows it too. So,
how many employees do you have?
At our location currently, we have around 20.
20. So you have the usual business issues, personnel issues, and marketing issues that we have in our companies.
Absolutely, and we're open 24/7, 365. So when you're on vacation, having fun during Christmas, that's our busiest time.
That's your busiest time.
Of course, that's when you're busiest.
Well, how many dog suites do you have?
We have around 80-ish.
80.
We keep growing.
Oh my goodness.
Keep adding on.
80-ish in just the Hollywood location.
And the Hollywood location, exactly. And we have a lot of families. Like we have one family that has 7 dogs. Wow. So when she boards them, all the members of the family stay together in the same suite.
Oh, I see.
Because we never want to separate members of the same family.
No, they're used to it.
I hope
it
it's
must
a large
be a big suite.
Yeah, she books the Uber.
Tell us, if people are interested in the franchise idea for D-Pet Hotels, should they go to dpethotels.com?
Absolutely. We're actually going to officially launch the franchise in September when New York City launches.
Great.
But for right now, we're taking inquiries. dpethotels.com is where they can get all that information. And this is going to be pretty exciting to have now what we've experienced in LA now be passed around the U.S.
We're excited about it. It's a wonderful idea. Thank you, Alissa Cruz. You're the owner and president of D-Pet Hotels. And you can find out more at dpethotels.com. I will have to bring Punk and Pudge for a visit.
We'd love to have them.
Do you ever give a sample night? I think that you should definitely
We will definitely take care of Punk and Pudge.
I like that.
Well, we've been talking to Alissa Cruz, and just like unfinished business, unfortunately, this is the end of our hour.